Guys, if you haven't watched the live stream in Melbourne, Honda have just announced just the biggest thing this year. Only 4 months into the year, and we are getting one of the biggest announcements for the Australian market ever. And that is this guy just here. The brand new Honda 2026 Prelude. Now, I have been waiting for this car for an absolute century and a half. This thing has been on the wish list ever since it was announced. For me, and especially Dad. I know Dad definitely wants to buy one of these. Now we have a full showroom online. I've got more photos from when I went over to Japan and got able to see it in dealerships. And we've also got some pricing for it, which is really, really exciting, and I'm about to go through it for you now. But before we kick off, if you haven't already, consider giving us a like and a subscribe if you love the content that we're pumping out, and support us on pumping out a little bit more as we go. Here we are, brand new Prelude. Finally, after 20 odd years, we're finally getting a sequel to this absolutely amazing coupe. Now, a little bit different from last time. We've gone from a 2.2 litre H22 in a nice little two-door coupe in a manual or automatic, and lovely car. Great cruiser, great weekender, really sporty, really just ticked all the boxes, really comfy, everything. Awesome. However, as we're moving into this one, we're going to a hybrid drivetrain. 2-litre hybrid, proven engine in the Civic Hybrid currently. One of the best-selling cars that Honda's ever made, and it has some of the best fuel economy that Honda's ever managed to squeeze out of their hybrid system without going to your plug-in stuff or anything like that overseas. However, we are in Australia, so this is really good to see that we're finally getting something that's really sporty other than the Type R. Don't get me wrong, Type R is beautiful, but really good to see the return of this amazing machine. Kicking off, $65,000 neat. That is a base spec, or well, better off, only spec to the Prelude. This little sucker only has one trim, EHEV. You get a choice of 5 colours and a absolute ton of accessories, which I'll go through in just a minute. Now, this is a brochure from Japan. It does have a couple of things that we get and a couple of things that we don't get as well. E.g., these very nice wheels that Dad's going to be kicking himself about in about 20 minutes when he sees this video. Moving on from that though, it's ticking the boxes. Heated seats, like everything. Wireless phone charger, Honda Sense, airbags galore, paddle shifters. Now I know some of you are going to be a little bit, how you going with the whole simulated shift side of things? I'm all for it. It's more engaging, keeps the fuel economy, keeps smooth drive, and I get to go. You get the point. Shift wire, similar to the NSX. Just push that little sucker in and away we go, as well as the electronic park brake, which is really good to see as well. Keeping it all nice and up to date. Like I was saying before, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, it's a modern car, it's going to have modern features, including, and what I'm really excited about, adjustable dampers. You can set it into the different modes. You've got GT, you've got Sport, and then I think you've got another one which is Eco or something like that. Your GT is basically your normal mode, so Grand Touring car, because it is a GT car to some spec. If people are expecting this to go head-to-head with the Type R, get out of here. Honestly, this is a very different car. You weren't comparing the old Preludes to the old Type Rs, and you're certainly not going to be doing it with the current stuff today. I do understand why people are doing it. You have these absolutely fat Brembos up front, and I'm talking like fat Brembos, like size of pretty much the FL5 Type R Brembos on there, but we do have the regenerative braking on top of that as well. So if you're ever in an emergency stop or just feel like underbraking people on a track day, please let me know if you're going to take one on track. You're going to be coming to a stop very, very quickly. In addition to this, whole lot of features in the Prelude that does share with the FL5 Type R itself. The chassis being the main one. A lot of the suspension setup is also there with the double wishbone up front, and all they've really changed, minus a couple of things here and there with engine mounts and so on and so forth, is the dampers, like I was mentioning before, because they are fully adjustable as well, which is really, really nice, because it's going to be a car for pretty well everything. You want like a really, really comfy daily car, you got it. If you want something that's really, really good on fuel, it's going to do that anyway. But if you want a really, really fun weekender that's got Type R DNA in it, it's going to absolutely nail the brief every single time. The interior, what can I say? Bit of a hit and miss for me. Love it. The white is something very refreshing, and I do like all the touch points in the bluey black, so it's not going to be getting dirty straight away. I do emphasize straight away because we don't know how these cars are going to age, but does look lovely on the inside. Black carries pretty much throughout the rest of the interior for the rear seats, the door panels. Door cards are in the black except for the elbow rests on the center console and on the doors, and of course your Prelude embroidered on the front dash. As you can see there, the air vents, pretty well a copy-paste of the FL5 Civic as it's going across, except it does have a little bit of a gap for some styling choices. And of course, the interior, styling-wise, almost like a copy-paste of the CR-V we just reviewed. If you haven't watched that one, I'll be leaving a link in the description. Drivetrain, like I was saying before, 2-litre, hybrid. This 2-litre has been going on for ages and ages and ages. I do believe it is a variant of the K20, not to the degree that people are used to. You're not going to be ripping this thing at 9,000 RPM screaming VTEC. However, it does have a form of VTEC just to keep the performance there, to get some power out in addition to the hybrid drivetrain. Now, performance figures, as they say, 200 horse is what they've been quoted, with a fair amount of torque in it as well. Not too concerned about the torque figure itself because it is hybrid, it's going to be coming on like that. However, a lot of people are bagging it for that 200 horsepower that it's outputting. Being that it's on the Type R chassis, Type R suspension somewhat, and brakes and everything else, guys, calm down. It's Prelude. Moving on to the customization of it, we do have 5 colors. We've got the crystal black, the I think it's more like a gunmetal grey or something like that. Looks really, really good in the sun if you get a chance to see it. And then we've also got the white, which is more of a pearl white. This looks sensational in person. I've got a picture up on screen now. This is one of the angles that I got at one of the Honda dealerships in Japan. This car looks bloody amazing. Looks sensational. Next color, racing blue, similar to the FL5 blue. I hope it is similar to the FL5 blue. That looks stunning. But better yet, the color we've all been waiting for. Best thing ever. Red. Who doesn't love a red? A Honda red. I love a Honda red. Always good to see. However, the downside to the Honda red is no Honda black interior. For the Australian market, we are only getting one choice so far, which is the white and blue on every single colour. Maybe bar the white. Yet to see that confirmed. But in Japan, they are indeed getting the black interior on all of their colours, from what we can see. However, they aren't getting the blue on their colour scheme, which I suppose is a little bit of a flex for the Australian market because we barely get anything. Speaking of getting anything, let's talk accessories. For accessories, we've got carpet mats, rubber mats, mudguards, weather shields, Prelude plates, Prelude lug nuts, Honda lug nuts, the side skirt protection, the rear skirt protection, different wheels, and of course your ceramic coating from factory. We've got your front splitter, your front nose piece, whether you want it in black or coloured, your rear spoiler, another set of wheels, different set of lug nuts, blacked out badges, blacked out mirrors, and of course blacked out interiors. You have a Prelude lamp and a bunch of the lights, as well as a privacy cover at the back and a different bunch of key fob covers. That's for Japan. What are we getting in Australia? Carpet mats, body cover, weather shields, mudguard set, tailgate spoiler, front under spoilers, the door mirrors blacked out, as well as the illuminated door sill and your factory tint and interior and exterior protection. Where are the wheels, Honda? We want the wheels. I've seen one fitted out with all the accessories on there. We want this. This is beautiful. This is a masterpiece. Where are the wheels? But no, can't bag it. Lovely choice, Honda. Good to see that we actually get some selection here in Australia, which we barely get to see. Now, if you're looking to buy one of these, they might be setting you back an arm and a leg, or in some cases, a little bit less than. 65,000 neat is the new drive-away price for any colour of your choice on the brand new 2026 Honda Prelude. Now, from what we can see, they're available around about that May-June mark, so we might be seeing them as early as next month and on the road shortly after that. 65 grand, guys, not too bad. A little bit less than your Type R, that's typically sitting around about that 74 mark. But really good to see that it is around about the range that we were thinking initially, just based on how it was overseas. Mind you, this is the car as is, without any accessories being fitted to it. So if you're wanting stuff like your mats, your spoiler, which I know looks absolutely amazing as well, or anything else on the car that you want to do aftermarket wise, like ceramic coating, window tint, or anything like that, it will start to stack up a fair bit. I did a build myself on Honda's website with a couple of accessories that I thought I would absolutely love on a brand new Prelude in a colour of my choice. You're probably going to be sitting just shy of 69 grand for that. All up, that's on the road. So for a car that's daily drivable, still sporty, probably not winning any drag races, let's face it, but still really, really, really nice to drive, and that's without me driving it. I can just tell this is going to be good off the bat. If it's anything like the FL5, if it's anything like the last Preludes they've made, it's going to be an absolute gem of a car to own and live with every single day. And the best bit is we can pre-order them, so if you want your name in the queue, you can do it right now. These prices are listed from where I am at the moment, so it might differ from where you are in Australia depending on dealer delivery costs and everything else taken into account, but generally going to be around the same pricing because they do base it off the same RRP. But if you have any other questions, guys, please let me know. We do have a little bit more information on these, which I'm still looking into at this point in time. I did go see one of these cars in person in Japan, so I'll have a couple of photos going throughout the video and coming up future. But hopefully we can get our hands on one of these sooner rather than later, because I would love to get behind the wheel and see what they're like to drive. Anyways, if you've loved the video, please consider giving us a like and a subscribe like I've said before, and maybe we can get a couple more of these videos out and see what we can do for you guys in the future. Any questions or anything like that, drop them in the comments and we'll catch you later. Thanks.